Welcome to the world of Magica Fantastica. It's a small... Wait, I read this script last week. In our last episode, our heroes saved Santa Claus and brought a small kobold back to life. Wait, according to my notes, he didn't
wasn't
die.
dead.
Who is this? On today's episode, our heroes will meet a small group of kobolds and Mums the Bird on Candlenight Frights.
You know, this music seems really ill-fitting for the title.
Uh-huh.
Stop, fourth wall. We're not supposed to comment right now.
So, we'll say it's been about a month since you guys did anything with Santa. We're doing a small bit of retconning. What has Ralph been doing in the month that he's been able to relax since Candle Night?
Well, I've probably been adjusting to the time period, learning things here and there. I was given this thing called a phone. Not exactly sure how it works, but whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, what are you doing right now? What would Ralph be doing at this moment?
All right. Ralph at this very moment would probably be hanging out in the closest thing to a church. He is a cleric after all, so he probably would have found a local area to go into and make himself at home, be useful, hand out blessings, hand out curses, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, while you're sitting around doing that, all of a sudden, a portal opens next to you, and, Bookworm the Kobold, everyone's favorite character, pokes his head through the portal and be like, alright, you're needed.
No.
Nope, you signed the contract, you gotta come help us save the world.
Oh, fucking contract. Why not? Next time I'm drinking, you don't get to bring anything that's, paper in near me.
Uh-huh, come on.
All right, Ralph gets off his fat ass, picks up his blade, and walks through the portal.
What is Flower doing? What has Flower been doing for the past month?
Larry.
Sorry. What has Larry been doing for the past month? And where is he now?
Well, let's see. I've been doing the usual detective work, mostly working cases, cold and hot, and been at my desk. If not, then I'm usually out investigating things. But right now, I'm currently at my desk looking through the current paperwork.
While you're
I hear
digging
the
through...
sound.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Really, the only thing that's going on in the office right now is the sound of paper, fans, and phones.
While you are filling out paperwork, a portal opens next to you, and Bookworm the Kobold, everyone's favorite character, pokes his head through it. Hey, Larry, you're needed.
Well, you can at least be a little bit more enthusiastic about it, especially since you're basically taking away from my time.
Don't worry,
He
you'll be
just-
compensated.
It's not that. It's I don't want to lose my job. He throws the pen down and puts the paper fly on the desk, and then gets up and adjusts his trench coat before walking through the portal with Bookworm.
So, Andrew is not here today, so I will be controlling his character for today. Crick, I'm not sure what he would be up to. He's probably meditating or something. I don't know what Crick does. But
I don't know, maybe hanging out in a dumpster somewhere. Being all the Zoidberg like.
But he gets a call from Bookworm 2. Everyone's favorite character. And now you are all in the... Go ahead and move you. To the Oracle's hut.
You know what? I know where he'd be. He'd be off fighting a superhero by the name of Space Ghost.
Uh-huh.
Get it?
I
Because he's a
don't-
mantis. No, wait, he's a bug
I have
person.
not seen Space Ghost Coast to Coast in a long time.
Did we see this guy at any point during the between the first and this game?
We did
You
see the
met
Oracle
him.
at the end of last time.
I did a bit of retconning, but you have met him before. So you all
I will
are
never-
now in the Oracle's hut.
I will never get over how big a guy could be in a house way too small for him.
Ah, yes! Hello, children! How have you been? It's been a long month, hasn't it?
It's been, quiet for the most part up until now.
Do you need any food or drinks or cheese or... I got some jerky.
No, I had some wine before coming.
What I
So-
need is to get this over with so I can get back to doing my job.
Alright. So, you've been called here for a history-changing event. There's a group, a cave of not kobolds, excuse me. Got my notes wrong. A cave of Kenku. And in my crystal ball, I see that their entire race shall be wiped out soon if nothing is done. And this just can't stand! I would roll a quote-unquote reverse history roll where I look into the future, but we already did that. And it didn't look good, so you don't get very much information. The information you get is, the guy you're looking for is really, really big. That's all I can really see.
Larry
Like
leads
me
it.
big or you big?
Bigger than me. He
Well, that's
really
just-
big.
Well, that's just fucking terrific.
And he opens up a portal, and on the other side, you see what looks like a cave full of Kenkus.
I guess I'll give
Alright.
you a bit of a history rundown while we're headed towards the Kinku.
I know what a fucking kinku is.
No, I'm not talking about what a Kinku is. I'm talking about why their entire race is stuck inside a mountain.
Ralph kind of just raises his brow.
I mean,
Okay,
they're in the
basically
cave
what-
because they're a bunch of pussies that don't like combat.
Basically, what ended up happening was that Kinku basically kept getting discriminated against horribly. They ended up getting shot pretty badly, so they ended up having a reservation inside one of the mountains. So us visiting is mostly by invite only. Outsiders are normally not allowed to visit Kinku enclaves.
Well, I mean, they'll let you in. Especially if you let them
Right.
know you're there to beat up the bad guy.
I'm mostly here just to teach them cuss words in Sylvan.
Ah, I see. Oh, would you look at that? And you see that his crystal ball is printing something out.
Okay, that's
It says Diego. Don't know what that means, but maybe you'll find something. And he hands you the little slip of paper with the name on it. Now get through that portal and save those Kinkus.
Alright, Ralph steps through.
Larry sighs and steps through after the big rat.
And Quill and Sir not appearing in this film, Crick, step through the portal as well. I don't know about this, you guys. I don't like Kenku. But you're a bird.
Oh, okay. Kenku are rather fun. Used to walk around with one sitting on my shoulder. Mimic just about everything I said.
Yeah,
And
let's just
now you
say
are
that
in Kenku Village. As soon as you show up. Did I have, hold on, did I have the cave music ready? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. I do.
Alright, Ralph clears his throat and then very loudly in Sylvan just goes,
Fuck!
The Kenku, as soon as you all appear, just kind of look over at you, very confused. And this big fat one here kind of like gives an awkward wave.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. My friend is unique. We're here on business.
The big fat one kind of nods and like holds his hands out.
Is that to shake or something else?
He kind of like tilts his head. He's listening to you.
Oh, am I supposed to give him the sheet of paper that was printed out? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Probably.
He decides to give him the paper that says Diego on it.
The Kenku looks at the paper, looks at the name. He blinks several times, and he looks shocked. And he looks up at you, and he looks down at the paper. And he's like, he points to you. He points to the paper and kind of like tilts his head.
How did I get that name? The Oracle gave it to me, that's why.
The large fat Kenku pulls out a sheet of paper and he sketches two things. He sketches A person with a crown, and B, he sketches a picture of a rock. This character's name is Rock. And he is the chief.
Understood. This is King Bolden.
That actually sounds kind of cooler than Brock.
The chief.
I mean, he drew a rock. That doesn't mean that we can't misinterpret what it means.
I'm aware. Quillen's just kind of like, I don't think they talk. I think we're gonna have to, like, figure out how to communicate.
I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far.
But yeah, we're here to help you fight the monster, I guess? And Rock nods, and he motions for you to follow him.
I just imagine him waddling away.
And he comes over here. Behold, the mystery of today's episode, communicating with people who can't communicate.
Let me look at my spells.
Like, it's not that they can't talk. They have all undergone a vow of silence.
You're
They
fucking
will
Kenku,
not
what it is.
speak to you.
You
So,
realize that when you're in danger of being wiped out, that a vow of silence is a really bad idea.
the Kenku kind of digs out something out of a box, and it looks like a film projector. He plonks it on the table, and it's a slideshow. The first frame shows you the Kenku village that you are all in. The second frame shows an indescribable monster. It is huge. It's got really big teeth and claws. The next slide...
Is it like...
Huh?
Is it like shaded or something, like in a shadow, so we can't make out its details?
It's
Is it like one of those really crappy Bigfoot pictures?
Yeah. The next slide is... Well, it shows someone being tied to a post. The next slide shows, like, it's the monster again, and he's giving a thumbs up. The next slide shows the same altar, but empty, and the monster is giving a thumbs down.
Oh, are you having a sacrifice your own?
The rock nods, and he motions you to, like, I don't have an area for this, but he leads you into, like, a big bedroom area, and he kind of, like, holds out his hands like a wait here motion, and then he waddles off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do an investigation.
So,
We need to know exactly what we're fighting before we fight it.
I mean, what's to investigate? It's big, it's dumb, it gives thumbs up and thumbs downs.
if you want, you can roll a... Let me see, what would that even be?
Actually, he would want to go outside the village and look for like footprints, hair, scales, whatever it happens to have, to get an idea of what it is. But given that it's so huge, it probably can't fit inside this cave. It's definitely going to be at least huge size.
It would be a history check. Why don't you all
Yes, the
give
one
me
thing
an
I'm good at.
intelligence roll, and and if anybody gets high enough, I'll just tell you what all the slides meant.
Okay.
Ooh, Larry, you're pretty smart. You're a detective. So you were able to glean that a monster showed up and started demanding sacrifices, and if they don't sacrifice one person every full moon, he's gonna come in here and kill everybody.
I can't really think of anything that would be like that.
I don't know, maybe a werewolf. I mean, showing up on the full mountains.
So
If you're a werewolf, at least you wear bear.
as you are sitting around talking in the bedroom area, suddenly bursting into the bedroom area is a very feminine Kenku, and she looks very panicked. She sees all of you. She holds her finger up to her beak, and then she like hides under one of the beds. And an instant later, a second Kenku, a very handsome one, shows up, and he's like violently looking around, and he spots you, and he like very quickly draws like the female Kenku that just came in, and he like holds it up to
Ralph?
you.
I'm gonna say Ralph winks his eyes, points off in a direction.
She went that way.
Give me deception roll.
Is that? Yeah.
Alright, let's see here.
I'm going to use insight to look at the features of the guy in front of us. I want to know what he's like.
Give me, I guess that'd be an investigation, but also you made it. You got the deception roll. I'll tell you what that means in a second.
Investigation, okay. Oh, really?
So the handsome Kenku before you, he seems important. You can't figure out what it is. Like maybe he's the chief's right-hand man, maybe he's just the handsome one, but you can't really tell like what's special about him. So, hearing Ralph, the handsome Kenku, flips open a new blank sheet of paper, and he draws something down. It's a picture of a leaf. He hands it to you, and you know this character's name is Leaf before he wanders off. As soon as he's gone, the female Kenku pokes her head out underneath the bed, and she gives like a big sigh of relief, and then she sketches down a picture of the sacrificial altar, and then points to herself. And then she sketches what looks like a meat on the bone, and she kind of like rubs her tummy very hungrily.
Do we have any food?
I'm gonna say you have like bare base rations.
Ralph, Ralph was just at a church. He probably has whatever the church would offer him. So possibly some dried meats, maybe some dried fruits, and a bottle of wine.
Okay, well, what are you giving her?
I am offering her a drink and a few strips of meat.
All right, she'll take the meat and a little bit of the wine, and she kind of like, and then she draws a picture of a big tree. This character is named Tree.
It's
understood. She's Fluttershy.
You hear the ground wombling as you see the big chief coming back, and Tree dives underneath the bed again. And he looks at you guys again, and he's like thinking and pondering, and he draws a picture of the moon. And you rolled a 23 intelligence, so I'm just going to tell you what the pictures mean. He wants you to wait until nighttime.
That's fine. In the meantime, I'm going to do my own investigation.
Okay.
Do you have anywhere in particular I can stay?
You're in a bedroom area. You can just sleep wherever.
Well, the
Hey.
reason he's asking is because he plans on sneaking the female somewhere else.
I see.
Yeah, he's heading out towards where all the actual, like, where this creature would be most likely.
You want to poke your head into the creature's den.
It's not the creature's den per se. Or wait, is this where he lives? In there?
There's a separate cave map area.
He's mostly gonna peek in and try to see if he can ascertain what it is before the fight, so that way he can prepare.
Okay, why don't you give me another investigation roll, and I'll see what I can give you. Also, the chief kind of wanders off for now. Again. Okay. With a 20, you see into the monster's den. You don't see the monster around, but you see giant clawed footprints that are like, you could lay down inside of them. Like, whatever this creature is, it is massive.
He looks to see if there's any kind of tampering with the footprint, like burning, like singe, other things in it, or if it's just a normal footprint for its size.
It seems to be completely organic, yeah. Like, there doesn't seem to be a
Okay.
magic or charred or anything.
No supernatural, just a very large creature. Okay.
A random Kenku comes up to you, kind of like tugging on your arm.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what we're gonna be dealing with tonight.
Tug!
Okay, fine.
And he kind of like leads you back to the bedroom with the other guys.
Hey, you wouldn't
So
happen to have anywhere, private I can go.
The two Kenkus in the like bed chamber kind of like scratch their head, because like this is the only place in the cave that has beds, and they kind of just like shake their head.
Alright then, at least do me this favor. Fuck off.
They look at each other. They're like contemplating it, and then yeah, they just kind of fuck off.
All right. Ralph kind of then reaches down, lifts the sheets for the bed, and then looks under.
Alright, if you want to come out and talk to us, now would be the time.
I think
Tree, you know her name now. Tree crawls out from underneath the bed and does a little bow.
Talk is a really poor choice of words.
Kenku can still communicate.
Just not these ones.
I mean, why the fuck does she need to do a vow of silence thing anyways? I mean, she got chosen to be sacrificed by these fuckers.
Monks used to do this sort of thing all the time, and they still do.
Tree just kind of shrugs and pouts a little bit. She kind of
Wish I knew
starts
how to-
clinging to you.
But
Ralph.
He kind of just very nervously pats her on the head with his large hand.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say you don't manage to sneak her out. Do you guys go to sleep?
we need
Ralph
to?
does plan on with her in view. He just looks around and then opens up his coat and motions to an interior pocket, which is quite large.
All
Yeah,
right.
climb in here.
She climbs into your pocket and kind of like curls up in there.
All right, and he closes the coat back up.
How big is this pocket? You got like a backpack in there? You kazooie her.
Ralph is 10 feet tall.
Okay, fine. We'll say that she can fit in there, but now you have a very suspicious bulge.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who this is. Like, don't you think we shouldn't interfere?
Look, if there's one thing I'm against that the church does, it's fucking sacrifices.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, so you're staying up.
Ralph is going to sit back and kind of just lean against the wall and close his eyes, letting himself kind of catnap rest. One of those things where you're able to drift in and out in order to keep yourself somewhat alert.
Okay. Why don't you all give me... What would that even be? Well, somebody's gonna try to sneak in and take her. What would that be, a roll?
That would be a stealth roll.
Okay.
Even with Ralph hiding her?
He's at least gonna peek in and see if she's in there. So you guys are all asleep except for Ralph, who's like, you know, not. Somebody peeks their head in. I'm gonna say, what would you do to detect that? Like you were trying to keep somewhat away. Maybe survival?
You want me to roll survival?
I'm not sure. Like he's trying to sneak in. What would you roll against that?
I don't know.
If you-
Passive
if-
perception?
Yeah, what's your passive
sneak-
perception?
Who's
I don't know.
sneaking in?
Let me look. Isn't that like on your character sheet somewhere?
Oh, yeah. Give me just give me a perception roll.
Here, give
At
me a moment.
advantage.
My passive perception is an 18.
Okay, well, with a 17, he doesn't get it. He comes in, and you immediately wake up, and it's very clearly Leaf again. And he sees you wake up, and he's kind of like, ah! He holds up the picture of the sacrificial altar again.
So,
He kind of like squints and very
So-
slowly buggers off.
So Larry I was about to say, Larry rolls over and basically goes, you know, we're gonna take care of it for you.
Alright, so now that it is basically midnight, the fat kobold chief comes wandering back and he like motions for you to follow him. And he brings you all the way over here towards the monster's den that Larry was investigating earlier. And he
Alright.
looks up, and you see that the moon is almost but not quite full. So there's going to be a sacrifice very soon.
alright, I know exactly how this works. What we need to do is just keep the moon from being full. Does anyone have a flashlight?
Larry just gives Ralph this look of, are you fucking serious right now?
It's called a joke.
The
Learn to take one.
Kenku Chief Rock hands, I guess Larry, since Larry is the closest, a small dragon head shaped whistle, and he motions towards the large arena type like area of the cave. And I'm gonna move you to that arena now.
Oh, of course.
So, Ralph is going to just very gently pat his coat pocket and quietly whisper,
You just stay in there and you'll be alright.
You see a giant ass Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of sleeping off in one of the caves.
Is this the monster?
Rock nods.
You've gotta be fucking... It's just a T-Rex.
You know, T-Rexes are still quite destructive.
And it is really big.
So am I supposed to blow the whistle to wake it up or what?
Rock takes several steps back and nods.
Ah, fine.
Everything gets real quiet as the Tyrannosaurus Rex violently opens its eyes and looks down at all of you.
Alright, now if you hold still, it can't see you.
That's a stupid fucking myth that nobody actually believes.
Hey everybody, roll initiative!
"All right, bring up the initiative roller."
Oh yeah.
Whoops. This is some straight up 90s shit right here.
What can I say? I'm a nerd.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I actually enjoyed that era of video games.
So who called it being a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Go ahead and sound off now.
I mean, I don't know why, but I kept imagining like Bigfoot or something.
Well, I mean, there's not very many options for a big animal in modern day times.
Like legitimately, I thought we were about to like come face to face with fucking Sasquatch.
See.
Like,
Well,
I kept imagining like the silhouette of Sasquatch, and then just giving like giant-handed thumbs up and then giant-handed thumbs down.
Well, I guess this T-Rex has 3 fingers.
huh. I'm looking at Crick's character sheet, and they don't have anything.
Yeah, that's because he plays on That's because he plays on D&D Beyond.
I see.
Yeah, he uses Beyond 20.
I might have him just sub out of this fight then.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. In fact, I'm fairly certain that we'll just murder this thing.
The T-Rex just reaches over and eats Crick.
No! We'll just say Crick
We are
is...
not boring the bug.
We'll say that Crick is cowering in the corner for this. Alright, so I guess it's my turn. I'm gonna... What do I know? What can I do here? Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and just throw a lightning bolt at it. What does that have to do for that? Dexterity saving throw. I can do that.
Oh yeah, I need to roll initiative for,
Well,
my
it
steel
managed
defender.
to save.
How do I roll in...
Half damage,
how do I
so
roll-
8d6. Wow.
Wait, how do I roll initiative for my, defender? wait,
I
it's the
gave
same
you a
thing.
character sheet for the defender.
Okay.
I don't know if you messed with it since then.
I think it's basically... Oh. The problem is that it wants to... Okay, hold on. Create an NPC. Okay, there we go.
I don't know if NPCs can roll an initiative.
It would be the same turn as me, though.
6,
It depends on if the NPC has a character sheet or not.
13 damage. Oh yeah, I need to give it its health. I don't know if you guys can see health or not.
No.
Okay. Whoops. I might turn the music down just a little bit. There we go. And, that's my turn. Meanwhile, Diego, that was the dinosaur's name. Diego is gonna... he's gonna take, well, I don't know if he can take a step forward. He's real big. He's gonna... I guess since Quill just smacked him in the face, he'll use this on Quill. He's gonna roar, which is an attack I came up with. Target must make a charisma saving roll, and if I fail, I have to move away. It's like a... Forget, there's a skill like that, so let me give myself a charisma roll. Oh, Jesus Christ! Alright, what's my movement speed? 25? I need to move 25 feet away. Yeah, I'm at the door. I have to go here, basically. And then he's going to... lean forward and give Larry a big old chomp. Does a 30? 30.
Yeah.
A 30 hits, I guess. 4d12 damage. Okay. 26!
Gah!
He chomps into your shoulder, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. Alright, Ralph, your go.
Alright. Let me just step up to this bad boy here, and let's see what I can do. Let's see here. Do I have... Okay, so I'm going to be casting... Let's see here. Shit, where is it? Ah, inflict wounds.
Well... 10 sure as hell doesn't hit him.
Did that roll right? Huh. Alright, so that just misses, and... Am I still gonna burn a spell slot on that if it misses, or do I only burn the spell slot if it lands?
I hate to be a dick DM, but if you miss, that's still a burnt spell slot.
Alright. There goes a 4th level spell slot.
Bye.
And... Gonna burn a bone on hanging my cleaver.
Okay. An 18 doesn't hit.
An 18 doesn't fucking hit. What is this thing's AC?
20.
Why the fuck is it 20?
It's a T-Rex.
Question, did you buff this thing's health?
I did, yes.
And you left it with 20 AC.
Fine,
Like, I'm not being an asshole here, but if you're going to have a giant monster that's a giant fuck you thing of health, lower its AC some so the players actually have a chance of fighting it.
Alright,
Barely anyone can get over 20.
I will make it... What, 15?
That's a lot more reasonable.
Alright, fine, you hit it. I'll give it to you.
There, 21.
21 slashing, alright. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Alright. Larry, lay down the law.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, he uses his infusions to infuse with repeating shots so that he doesn't have to worry about that. Let's see, what else? Do I have anything else I can use? Balancing spells, battle ready, Steel Defender. Steel Defender isn't quite ready. It'll be ready by next turn. I'm, like, slowly getting it ready. Okay, so... Arcane Shot. Once per turn, when you fire a magic projectile part of the action, you can apply one of your arcane shot options to that projectile. Okay, yeah. And then I have Grasping and Seeking Arrow.
We'll do one of them.
Okay, I know which one I'm using. So I get to use it at least once. And at this point, let's see, I have 2 attacks. So I'm trying to imagine how many actual attacks I get. So I'm level 8. I have at least 1 extra attack. So that's 3 attacks normally. And let me read that one more time. Okay, once per turn. Okay, so I could actually fire 4 times at that point.
Okay. Give
So
me
the
4
first one-
shots.
Okay, so the first one is going to be. Okay. 1, 2,
Ooh. Ooh.
3,
Uh-huh.
4.
Those can all hit.
And then, just for extra fun, he's going to use Action Surge.
Okay.
Of course, only 3 of those attacks can be Action Surge. So, 1, 2, 3.
Jesus Christ, those all hit.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so one of them was supposed to be grasping, but it wasn't. So I'm just gonna roll the grasping separate,
Okay.
cause it's I don't know why, but it doesn't count. Okay. That's weird. Okay, well, never mind. Anyway, so 28.
That did a significant amount of damage.
Yeah, let's see. 28 plus 4. Okay, I'm gonna use my calculator because my head hurts from the stupid sinus headache. That's a lot easier. Okay, 13 plus 15.
I already got all of the math down. I calculated damage already. Is that your-
105.
Yeah? He's looking pretty bad after that already. Let's see. Crick is still cowering. It has been a full turn, and you see the chief kind of like poke his head in, and he like holds out a spear, and he like chucks it at the T-Rex, and it sinks in, and you're like, well, nothing was hitting this earlier except for Flower's gun. This is the flavor text of how it got its armor class dropped. So yeah, now you can actually hit it now that it's been quote-unquote weakened. What is me going to do? Let me see what I even have left.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I guess I'll throw a blight at it. 8d8. Constitution saving throw. Con. Well, it succeeded. So 8d8, half of that. 36. What's half of 36? Let's see. Calculator. 36 divided by 2. He takes an additional 18 damage. And that's my whole turn. Let's see. Diego. Flower, you kicked this thing's fucking ass. So it's gonna roar at you. So give me a charisma saving roll. Well, you failed. Take 25 feet of steps, or actually your maximum movement speed. Move back.
It says, yeah, my maximum is 30.
And
So
move
that's
30 feet backwards.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
Yeah, that's it.
the T-Rex is gonna lean forward and, well, actually, it's gonna look at Ralph and it's gonna go whap. Well, a 22 definitely would hit you.
Yeah.
3d8 plus 7. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
Okay.
Whack! Right across your face. I need you to close, thank you. Where'd the turn order go? Ralph, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt the inflict wounds again.
Okay. Now that his armor class has been lowered by the spear.
Alright,
I meant to do that earlier, I forgot. I did write that into the plot. Well, that would have hit anyway, so go you.
okay, let's see here, and I'm doing this at 4th level, so
Mm-hmm.
give me a moment. Let me see how to calculate this out here. Yeah, no, give me the... There we go. Let's see here. One hit targets
3d10,
higher.
1d10. Okay, so that'd be...
So that would be...
5d10?
Okay, 5d10.
Okay.
And I believe that's also plus my spell modifier, right?
Yeah, what's your spell modifier?
Let me look. So that would be plus 8.
Alright, so we'll take an additional 8 damage. He's looking... pretty bloody.
And then bonus attack with my meat cleaver.
Alright. You're all high enough,
Gibberish.
might actually... Well, that hits. 20 is too high, nobody could possibly hit that.
No, more often than not, people don't roll above 20 is what I said.
I know.
Which is why you don't make it in which is why you don't make it a monster's AC.
Okay. Minus 26. He has 3 health left, and I'm going to steal your idea of rolling for survival. If he fails, then he'll just straight up be dead. I think that's just a flat d20. Well, a 15 succeeds. You gotta keep killing him. Larry, this Tyrannosaurus Rex is barely hanging on.
Okay.
Like, a stiff wind could knock him over.
All right, let's finish this off then. So,
Did you give?
what happened now? Okay, so
Well, those all hit. So I'm just gonna say you don't even need to really roll for damage. I mean, I guess I could see how much overkill you get.
bang.
Alright, let me see how much overkill you did. Minus 11, minus 5, minus 13, negative 52. He collapses into a heap. I said he collapses into a heap, thank you. And
Spins his gun.
he
He
just
spins
kind
his guns
of...
around.
His body starts to glow. And he disappears for a second. And in his place is a small, harmless little lizard.
I'm gonna eat it.
You're gonna eat it?
Wait,
I'm gonna
what if
eat
it's their what if it's their sacred lizard or some shit?
The glow from earlier kind of like convalesces into a glowing orb, and it's just kind of hovering there. I'm gonna say, Ralph, you were pretty nice this round. I'm gonna give the glorb to you. The glowing orb flies towards Ralph, and all of you are bathed in a dazzling light. And you all share... That didn't loop. Oh, yes, it did. You all share the same strange dream. There's a small lizard in a cave, and he was born without a tail. All of the other lizards are making fun of him, until one strange night, a mysterious glowing light comes out of the sky, and the small little lizard was transformed into the Tyrannosaurus Rex you saw. Ralph, because the glorb went to you, you now have a +1 in strength permanently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
you know,
Not sure how I like modify that onto myself.
I can add just. Hang on, let me look at your character sheet. I can just give you what
Let
I
me
meant.
see here.
Ralph.
I think I
Ralph?
know how.
Why can't I open your character sheet? Oh god, did it crash?
There we go.
There it goes. Like, what was your strength at before? Your strength was 20? Wow. Okay, well now you have 21. Not that that's gonna help a lot. Okay, so there's just a small harmless lizard sitting in front of you guys now. What do you do with it?
Is it supposed to be just a +1 or just a +1 modifier?
Like if you had 20, you now have 21. That's how we're gonna flavor it.
All right.
he's going to stumble over to the Kinku village to get himself patched up.
Alright. So... it was a regular lizard and then it got transformed somehow?
Yeah.
Ralph,
well,
are you
this thing out
gonna...
here.
are you gonna eat it?
Ralph eats it.
Oh no. Okay, well, it's eaten. You ate the lizard. Alright, I'm gonna move
Well,
you
Bastard's been eating them, so... No, wait. Ralph does not eat the lizard. Instead, he picks it up, opens his coat, and then holds it to Tree to eat.
back. Okay. Tree will eat the lizard. I'm gonna move you back to
Justice.
the cave.
Well, now that she doesn't need to be sacrificed anymore, you can let her out.
I mean, what if I want to keep her?
She's not a pet.
The chief, smiles at you, like... and Tree kind of, like, pokes her head out of your pocket. And she looks at you for a real long time, Ralph. And she says... Love!
Oh no.
The chief kind of, like, crosses his arms, is, like, motioning for her to crawl out of the pocket, and she does. She stands next to the chief.
It's
where
not
did
my
I put
fault of
her?
policeman.
She probably enjoys your big warm body.
Congratulations! You broke up... well, A. Kenku's vow of silence. So, as the Kenkus are celebrating, one of them, like, points over to a big painting on the wall, and it's all of you fighting the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Is it like Doom Guy style?
Yeah, you're standing over the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Well, actually, no! Larry is standing over the Tyrannosaurus Rex, like, covered in blood, and he's got, like, 2 guns on his side.
Oh, that is.
It is very badass.
That is fucking badass.
So, a portal opens up and you see the Oracle's hut on the other side. Oh, well, I guess we're done.
And we go back for another month to doing whatever it is that we're doing.
Gotta have the Oracle's theme on here real quick. Where? That was this one. Well! T-Rex! I didn't see that coming. I'm not sure what the light was all about. I'll look into it, I guess. But, let me see what we've got. Here, why don't you take this? And he hands each of you... I forgot to put that on live, didn't I? He gives each of you 500 Zen, which is the in-game currency for this world. And as soon as you all put that money in your pocket, a big door just appears in front of you, and it's labeled store. Ah, shit.
Well, time to go and visit Garfield.
Do you walk through the store door?
May as well.
All right. The door opens up, and as you walk through the store, you hear. I don't have a character token for the store owner yet, but you just walk into a big, seemingly infinitely large grocery store. Welcome to Omega Mart! I have many fine items for you to prepare. And I'm gonna say he's in a shroud, so you can't really see what he looks like. You can try pulling that back if you want.
I'm not gonna mess with it.
Okay. So, I have a list of items that I will post to chat here in a second, as soon as I get it ready. But I will explain the items for the first time. I guess I'll send it to the party chat. As well as describe them really quickly. Alright, I have a few items for you today. And he pulls out a flask of... It looks like some kind of iodine. He's like, this is health drink. It will restore 50% of your max health. 100 Zen. And then he pulls out a big coin. And he's like, this is called the play coin. You break it in half, and a mysterious voice from the heavens will give you a hint. 300 Zen. He plunks that on the counter. And then he pulls out what looks like a Dragon Ball Z Scouter. And he's like, when you wear this at the beginning of combat, you'll be able to look at the enemy's character sheet. 500 Zen. Plunks that on the counter. And then he's kind of, it looks like he's holding something, but you can't see it. And he plunks that on the counter. This is the Ghost Golden Retriever. It's an invisible dog, and it will fetch anything you throw. 500 Zen. And lastly, but not leastly, and then he pulls out a pouchel. In this pouch is Summoning Santa Salt. You give it a toss, and it'll summon Santa to help you out. 350 Zen. What can I do you for? And then, of course, if you want to, upgrade your weapon, we'll get into that a bit later.
I think I'll take the ghost dog.
So we each have 500.
You each have 500 Zen, yes? One ghost dog! And I guess you could just put on your character sheet as Ghost Golden Retriever. And mechanically how it works, if you throw anything, the dog will retrieve it for you. So if you throw your weapon, if you shoot a crossbow bolt, it will be retrieved for you. Also, you can give it a name if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna take...
Also, there was only one of those, so now that is gone forever.
Okay, I'm gonna take the play coin and the health drink.
I see. Play coin. Good choice. And he gives you the play coin, and it is gone forever. Health drinks is the one thing I'll let you buy multiple of. But yeah, go ahead and add those two things to your character sheet.
Oh yeah, and then 2 of those drinks then.
Okay. Well, I don't need the Scanalyzer because I'm the DM. I'm not gonna really give it to Quill. I guess it'll just sit there in the salt, or sit there in the shop. Oh, right! Is that everything you guys wanted?
Yeah, that's it for now.
I'm surprised you guys don't have any questions. You guys been here before?
Nah,
No.
I'm used to multiversal bullshit like this.
He nods. It's like, well, this is Omega Mart, and it pops up anytime anybody receives more than $100 in cash. This way I don't have to advertise. Now, if you'll come with me, and he takes you to a different segment of the thing. This is the upgrade station where you can upgrade yourself. This is a free service I provide. So, he looks at Ralph. You, mouse boy. You can upgrade yourself You can upgrade yourself by giving yourself more strength, endurance, etc. You can upgrade one of your weapons. You can upgrade your armor. You can upgrade your shield. Or you can upgrade one of the items you just bought.
What the hell does upgrading the dog do?
He looks at the golden retriever. The golden retriever that's just invisible. I guess I could make it so that he could bite the enemies? Not really sure about that one.
Sneak attack.
What do you want to do?
I
Oh,
think I'll upgrade myself.
okay. Well, you can give yourself a point in anything, or you can give yourself one new spell up to whatever your current spell is.
Any class or my class specifically?
Your class exclusively. Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
Well, here's the funny thing about that. I'm a cleric.
Let me look at your character sheet real quick. If you wanted to give yourself a spell, oh Jesus Christ! You know
I'm
level
a
9.
fucking cleric.
All right, so you can just straight up give yourself a new spell up to level 9,
No,
I guess,
no,
if you wanted to.
I can't give myself a new spell, is what I'm saying. Clerics have access to their entire spell compendium.
Oh, okay. Well, you can give yourself one more spell slot, I guess, so you can cast more magic per turn.
I'll just bump my strength again and bring it up to a
6.
22.
Okay. I'll let you do that. Alright, you, Snake Boy, what do you want to upgrade?
Well, I guess I could put a point into my wisdom.
Okay. And, oh yeah. So you upgraded your strength. He gives you, like... He puts a patch on your cloak with a picture of a fist on it. And you said, what did you say, intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. He gives you a patch with a book on it. You, Birdie. What do you want? Let me look at my character sheet. What's my... I guess I could give myself a charisma... What did I buy? No, I didn't buy anything. Give me a point in, you know, actually, no, give me a new spell. Okay. Well, I'll give you a new spell, but, you'll have to do that on your own, in between sessions. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Crick would want. I'll ask him, if he, shows up next week. And now that you've all upgraded yourselves, the portal with the door reappears. Now get the heck out of my shop!
What's with all of these people in these fancy shops being rude?
No, simple. He's got customers to work with. Pretty sure that the moment we leave, the door's just gonna open back up again for him.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Ralph leaves.
Okay. That's the end of this chapter! So, if you guys want, we can hop into chapter 2 right now, or we can wait until next week. What do you guys want to do?
I
Wait until next week.
Yeah, I have a headache.
Okay. Like last time, it only took about an hour. So what'd you think? Hey, I can stop
it's
the
like-
music.
I had fun. Just question though, how much health did you get that boss?